Okay, so let's just look for the sake of being able to just realize how powerful the match is. Let's look at some numbers, okay? And let's just revert back to the example that I gave earlier of somebody making $100,000 a year, right? And they're getting a 4% employer match. And so that 4% match, right, would be $4,000 a year or $333.33 per month or $166.66 per every 2 weeks, right? Every paycheck. So that's more bi-monthly, right? That's 24 times per year, but we'll just stick with that. And if you run those numbers out, if you say, okay, you get a 4% match and you continue getting that 4% match over the course of a 40-year career, right? And you make the prevailing market rate of around 10% that has been earned over time, right? That means your employer can give you, right, in that money, and your money can grow to over $2.1 million over the course of your working lifetime. Now, I know this is not necessarily the case for everyone. So let's just say that it's not $100,000. Let's say that it's a $50,000 income. Then you are left with a little over $1 million, all from employer contributions. And that is absolutely huge. That is a huge amount of money that you get just because you took advantage of the match over time. And that's why I want you to take advantage of the match early, because any time that you waste taking that free money is going to be time that you don't get compounding for you, and you don't get the full benefit of the employer match over time. And the employer match is just so invaluable. And that is just based on the match, right? We're not even talking about the other money that you put in. So let's just say that you just put in up to the match for your entire career, right? Let's say for 40 years, you put in just up to the match and you made $50,000 for 40 years in a row, right? This is not a realistic thing, but let's just say this is the case. Well, you would be left with over $2.1 million total, right? And then the $2.1 million from somebody making $100,000 a year that you would have accumulated from the match, that person would have over $4.2 million when it came time to retire, just from taking advantage of the match and putting in the contributions that allowed them to get the match. And this is so huge. This can't be overlooked. This is free money that can make you a millionaire. And if you are stepping over free money that can make you a millionaire, one, you're bold, right? I mean, why would anybody choose to step over free money that would make them a millionaire? And then two, you may have your priorities out of order, right? You may not have the correct long-term thinking in place. You may not have the understanding of exactly what compound interest can do for you over time, because it can do an immense amount in order to make you wealthy in the long term and build up a nest egg that is necessary for you to be able to live on over time, especially, as I talked about earlier, as there are no pensions really anymore. I mean, there are some, but pensions are a rarity. And then Social Security is, a very limited amount. And, you have to think, where else am I going to get my money from? It is going to be up to you to save money and invest for your future. And the employer match is a huge benefit that these companies offer, that if you can take advantage of, can make you a millionaire on its own, not even including the money that you are putting away into it. So it's absolutely huge and can make a huge difference in your ability to build long-term wealth.